was rise from the poles below, ancient echoes in the afterglow. Once a god, now bound by fate, in shadows deep I lie and wait. Elven blood, dark cast the night, in realms unseen I hold the light. Soul stripped by, lost and cold, in my hands the story's told. Elven blood, dark cast the night, in realms unseen I hold the light. Soul stripped by, lost and cold, in my hands the story's told. I am the keeper, the one who remains, through life and death, through pleasure and pain. Metal veins and iron will, in the depths I linger still. An ancient god reborn remain, bound to shadows afraid. Rust and echoes, wires and gears, silent witness through the years. They call my name in the blackened dark. Now Shire's reign leaves its mark from the world above. They fall to me through endless realms. I set them free. Keeper of souls, elven dread. My throne forged in shades of red. I am the keeper, the one who remains, through life and death, through pleasure and pain. Metal veins and iron will, in the depths I linger still. An ancient god reborn remain, bound to shadows unafraid. Rise from the void and flame, a god reborn, never the same. Electric pulse in rhythm and sound, bound to the earth, yet unbound. Keeper of shadows, ruler of none, eternal watch till all are one. From life to death, through endless flight, I hold the souls within my sight. Rise from the poles below, ancient echoes in the afterglow. Once a god, now bound by fate, in shadows deep I lie and wait. Elven blood, dark cast the night, in realms unseen I hold the light. Soul stripped by, lost and cold, in my hands the story's told. Elven blood, dark cast the night, in realms unseen I hold the light. Soul stripped by, lost and cold, in my hands the story's told. I am the keeper, the one who remains, through life and death, through pleasure and pain. Metal veins and iron will, in the depths I linger still. An ancient god reborn remain, bound to shadows afraid. Rust and echoes, wires and gears, silent witness through the years. They call my name in the blackened dark. Now Shire's reign leaves its mark from the world above. They fall to me through endless realms. I set them free. Keeper of souls, elven dread. My throne forged in shades of red. I am the keeper, the one who remains, through life and death, through pleasure and pain. Metal veins and iron will, in the depths I linger still. An ancient god reborn remain, bound to shadows unafraid. Rise from the void and flame, a god reborn, never the same. Electric pulse in rhythm and sound, bound to the earth, yet unbound. From the world above, they fall to me. Through endless realms, I set them free. Keeper of souls, elven dread. My throne forged in shades of red. I am the keeper, the one who remains. Through life and death, through pleasure and pain. Metal veins and iron will. In the depths I linger still. An ancient god reborn remain. Bound to shadows unafraid. Rise from the void and flame. A god reborn, never the same. Electric pulse in rhythm and sound. Bound to the earth, yet unbound. Keeper of shadows, ruler of none. Eternal watch till all are one. From life to death, through endless flight, I hold the souls within my sight. Whispers rise from the bones below. Ancient echoes in the afterglow.
Alright, hello and welcome everybody. Hello Hina, hello Gally. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope everyone's doing fairly well. So as I'm sure everyone noticed from my ping earlier, I have a poll up currently on my channel. If you haven't voted, please do. Long story short, it's about something that I've always wanted to do. Now, whether or not I do it on stream is another story entirely. If people don't care much for it, I'll just do it on my own time. And it's about learning speedrunning. So, the vast majority of it would just be me learning how to speedrun certain games on stream, as opposed to necessarily like shooting for world records or anything, because it's just something that's always interested me. Now, like I said, it's just something I can either do on my own time or I can do on stream, but that is the whole point of the poll. If you're interested in watching that, well, there you have it. Otherwise, yeah, it'll be business as usual. Let's see, before I get too far ahead of myself, I want to... let's put that there. Don't go evil. Come back to the light or something like that. Speedrunning's not evil. It's interesting. Okay, let's get everything ready for the stream here. Well, everything is ready for the stream. So I'm just going to pop over to the game. Boop. And apparently I forgot to set up my game capture, because of course I did. One sec. Because I'm dumb. I forgot to set up my VLC. Do, 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 do. And there we go. Now, I mean, scuff is the hallmark of any streamer. If you have no scuff, are you truly a streamer? I mean, let's face it. Alright. Now, from where I left off, we were at... Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, hold on a second. I do need to do something about this mission. Produce... SFS... So we need midair. So wait, are those ones space? Let me actually take a look at something here. No, they are. Definitely gonna need these. Because I got so many units that have no aerial capability. Do 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 do. All right. Now that's dealt with. Normally I wouldn't care, but if I'm remembering correctly, this is also like there's a forested area, and mobile suits do not move particularly well through forests.
一年戦争以前より地球連邦軍の総司令部が置かれ、軍の中枢を担ってきた南米ジャブロ。幾度となく侵攻の攻撃目標とされながらも。Fire
can solve that. I mean, you're not wrong.
グリーンノアでのガンダム強奪によってティターンズとの全面抗争に突入したエウーゴは一気に攻勢に
I mean, the only problem with burning down the forest, though, is it would really give away the fact that we're going to try and attack this area. So... I mean, again, you're correct, but would it make things more difficult for us? Yes. Just in a very different way. Yeah, especially if you live in BC.
そうなりゃ自分は提督のお供ができる。自分に問題はありません。君がテンプテーションなんてシャトル便の船長に回されたのもジャミトクの陰謀みたいなものさ。まあホワイトベース時代の中佐の実績が今のアーガマには必要なのです。
I mean, of course, Quattro would know that he was the commander of the white base. I mean, that voice should tell you everything.
自分は2隻も船を沈めてしまった艦長ですよ。クワトロ大佐。
I mean, yeah, the white base did go down, but...
私は大尉です。ブライトキャプテン。
I mean, Bright Noah knows who he is. He's just not saying anything.
マーク2のパイロットを紹介します。
神指弾です。2年前に講演会でサインをいただいたことがあります。
Ooh, Camille's a fanboy of Bright Noah. And eventually Bright Noah's gonna actually slap the ever-living shit out of him. This is where the Bright Slap memes come from.
そうか。よく助けてくれた。感謝する。
Oh, fa.
ファー
Hey, zombie.
カミーユ、こんなところにいるなんて。
So, she gets the most worthless unit in this entire series.
ファーこそシャトルなんかに乗っていたなんて。
父さんも母さんもティターンズに捕まっちゃったのよ。
なんで捕まったんだ。
ガンダムマーク2を盗んだカミーユのお隣だからでしょ。
Ooh, guilty by association.
私は逮捕の時家にいなかったから。
僕を知っているってだけでそれがティターンズのやり方か。
エウーゴの作戦。
ティターンズと拮抗する規模にはしたいですね。
我々だってティターンズにいつ痛い目に遭うか。
自分の妻子も地球に住まわされています。
Okay, so I'm gonna just say this because here he says children, but you only ever see one of his kids. And later on in the series, he only ever talks about having one kid. Don't know what happened to the other one, or other ones. Or if it's just a mistranslation.
ということは、ティターンズの人質みたいなものです。
ジャブローにはティターンズ創始者ジャミトフ・ハイマンがいると言います。
それで地球連邦軍の中央管制センターのジャブローに乗り込むというわけですか。
Total recall. I mean, if Bright was anyone else, yes, I would agree with that.
最小限度の艦隊編成は組んだ。補給も続ける手配をしているところだ。
その援軍全般の指揮はアーガマのキャプテンブライト・ノアが取る。
了解です。
宇宙世紀0087 5月11日、ホワイトベースの元艦長ブライト・ノアをアーガマの新たな艦長に迎えて
I'm also going to say this
戦力をより強固なものとしたエウー
because later on it deserves
最大
being
の放火
said.
作戦を開始する。
Bright Noah just defected from the Federation military to join AUG, which stands for the Anti-Earth, the Anti-Earth Alliance. So I don't, the Anti-Earth Union Group, I believe, is the full thing. But yeah, this Anti-Earth Alliance, he joins them to fight against the Earth Federation and the Titans, primarily the Titans. He's technically a traitor. Why that's important is that later on, he becomes the captain of the lead ship of the Londo Bell, which is a independent force of the Earth Federation. How they made that leap from him being a traitor to him being the lead of him being like the captain of the lead ship of that, I have no idea. They never get into it.
衛星軌道上でのティターンズの強襲に多くの命が大気圏の塵と消え、さらに無事に降下を果たした者たちには休む間もなく激しい戦いが待ち受けていた。果たして戦士たちはこの地に戦いの終結を見出せるのであろうか。
No, they won't.
ジャブローの大地
Hey, it's Rakoa. Ah, good old Kai Shiden. He was from the 1 Year War. He was one of Amuro's war buddies. Made a decision about it, then hated that decision. I mean, yeah. Ooh. He now has the Hayakushiki. Yep, it's Quattro Boy. AKA Char Aznable. That's why he's wearing a red fucking pilot suit. If I wear these sunglasses, nobody will know who I actually am. And there's Camille. Hey, would you look at that? He's actually on a subflight system. Hey, it's Jared.
許さん。俺がこの手で葬ってやる。必ずな。
Confused by Jared? Oh, why people don't recognize them because they're wearing glasses? You know what? I wish I fucking knew. So, do I have other sortie positions? I don't think I do. No. So let's see, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. Okay. No, hold on. Yeah, 7. I think I can do it this way. Yeah, in Superman's case, I'm going to just blame it on him for on him being from Krypton and it having some kind of weird power that when he puts like metal frames on his face, it like brain wipes people. But Quattro has no such excuse. Alright. Let's get Found Sun down there. Yeah. It's one of those things of you're better off not thinking too much about it because it doesn't make sense. And even the creators of those stories know it doesn't make sense. Alright, let's see. You don't need one. You don't need one. Everyone else does, though. Alright, so first, let's just put you out here. And put you out here. Yeah, I mean, there's always a way to explain away shit like that, if you really want to. Yes. Actually, 7. Okay, and now let's... Okay, now everyone's there. You can stay underwater. Because beam weapons are less effective underwater. Damn it, not quite. Yeah, Found Sun's units, I think the next one I'm going to worry about leveling up. I need to stop leveling up Nichi's unit. I got a little carried away. Oh, you'll get them. Oh, would you look at that? Your measly little Gym 2s. What the fuck do you guys think you're gonna do? Nothing, that's what. Really? You watched him kill your wingman. Yeah, there are definitely some challenges to getting Gally to the fight. However, not going to have too many challenges with it this time around. Alright, let's actually do this. Yeah, mobile suits can go underwater. It's just they have reduced mobility and beam weapons. So any kind of energy-based weapon operates at 50% capacity.
Jana.
64 grand, Gally. Yeah. Now, I have to make sure no one lands on this. Which means... Hey, Jared. I could do that, or I could just do what I've done in this mission, and that's give her a subflight system, which lets her unit fly. Why is the Earth Fed using goof flight types? They shouldn't have these. Oh, whatever. More cannon fodder. I need to read solo leveling in general. Actually, hold on, that's... So how many hit points do these guys have? Alright. I think I'm just gonna have everyone wait here. So long story short right now, Nichis and Gelly, my two most powerful characters right now. I've kind of over-leveled and overstatted your unit. Yeah, I need to definitely throw some more levels into Hina. But don't feel too bad. Hina is still better than Mel. Where Hina actually gets really powerful is that when she gets angry, her the fact she can also hit at range 10 when most enemies can only hit range 9 at best, so she can outrange anything. Well, I mean, to be fair, Hina gets paid. Nichis gets table scraps. Well, I mean, he's the one who wanted to basically be the trash man, so he's the trash man. Actually, I think... pass. Alright, there goes Jared. Perfect. Hey, Stargrasper, how's it going? And this is true. There is never such thing as having enough pulls. There's having theoretically enough pulls.
こいつそんなに死にたいのかよ。
Yes, attack Hina. These poor saps don't know any better. Alright. Attack. There we go. Event time. Let's see how screwed I am at this point. I like how she tells him shouting isn't going to help, then she starts shouting along with him. Oh, Jared, when will you learn you're getting played by your own commanding officers? And there you have it. Yep. Earthfed loves its nukes. I mean, to be fair, they are pretty fucking devastating, so... If you want to vaporize several, several hundreds of square miles... Gotta get to the runway. Yeah, Camille is a much more sensitive new type than you are, Quattro. uh, I mean, yes and no. Because I believe they also later explained that not all new types have the same kinds of abilities. Camille is one of the most powerful new types, yes. I think... I want to say Banagher is actually more powerful, but I don't know for sure. But yeah, no, he's definitely up there. GM Sniper Custom. So... Now, do I have to... Let's say get everybody to that ship, but I don't think that's... everybody. I think it's just these guys. Yeah, most inmates don't tolerate those kinds of people. Just have everyone just hang out here. That's a good level of Lydia's unit. A high new Gundam is just a good unit. Also, zombie. I made a clip of Tina from the other Gundam game, and I sent it to her. She loves it. I told her it got your seal of approval before I sent it to her. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it should be good. Yeah, I mean, you always have to question why they're using certain units in a lot of Gundam, because like, okay, mobile suits have gotten so good. Why are you using tanks? Mobile suits have gotten so good. Why are you using aircraft? Now, on one hand, I actually get it. It's cost. They're cheap. But still, you have to sit there and be like, but why? I mean, you've also got to think of it like this way. Anyone who flies a fighter against a mobile suit, if they return home, you will hear their balls clanging when they're walking when they're walking away from their fighter after they've landed it. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh yeah, no, their choices of units suck. Did my comment just break Hina? Tell most things. I mean, fair. Fair. Oh, there actually are mobile fortress type tanks in Gundam. The Hidofir is one of them. He's gonna get his ass handed to him. I'm not worried about your high Zax. shit, they're all their own. Yep. Bows so far in Wilds just seem much better than the guns. Yes. Because you don't get the R44, which would be the other one. Hey, Found Son, how you doing? Keep them there. I'll keep Hina hanging around here just in case. Zombie can go that way. Galaxy probably gonna kill it. Yep. Alright. Have fun, Hina. The fuck do you think your Hyzax are gonna do? Nothing, that's what. Yes, you can counter. Only 6 turns, oh no! Whatever shall we do? Means I'm gonna have to put you here. Do this. Just give me 1 sec, guys. I'll be right back.
No! God! No! God, please, no! No! No!
Alright, I'm back. Posting bad stuff, are we? Oh, Banhammer, here we come, I guess. Actually, I still need to move Camille, I think. Oh, I know your all talk. But that's what makes it fun. Alright. 7. Agent here. Funnels, here we go. Lydia gets an opening shot on them. That also means... who am I going to send out here? Yeah, let's get Devin out here. Not gonna worry about him having a sub-flight system. Doesn't need it right now. Nah. I think that should be everybody. Yeah, because these guys have already moved. Alright. Also, as a reminder from earlier before, anyone who is not currently on my Discord, by all means, please feel free to join. I have a poll up in the polls channel. I would like feedback on it, obviously. If it's basically, I am asking if anyone wants to watch me learn how to speedrun. You know, games like Mega Man X, Castlevania Symphony of the Night, that sort of thing. Now, I want everyone to keep in mind that it is not going to be a scheduled stream thing that I'm going to do. It is something that I'm going to do only when I have time. If I'm not doing anything else, I'm just going to throw on a stream and I'm going to start learning how to do speedrunning. Because right now I've still got my current streaming schedule to keep up with, and I don't really have the slots to add anything extra. So it's just going to be a when I can and when I've got time. So, but if anyone is interested in watching it happen, I will stream it. If no one, if people are just kind of about it, I'll just do it on my own time. I won't worry about streaming it. Oh yes. Picking on Found Son. That's not particularly smart of you boys. He is actually one of my better pilots. Kai, you have no room to talk. Amuro was a kid. Fuck off, man. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there's like next to nothing else going on up here. This should actually kill him. Let's watch Found Son beat the shit out of this guy. Nitro system. Yeah. Not quite enough. Pretty close, though. Yeah. I'll just let it sit there for a turn. These guys will never catch up. Oh, which is fine. I don't care if they do or not. Oh shit. I might have just screwed myself. Now let's see how badly I fucked that one up. I had to waste a turn. get him up here. Should be everybody. Yeah, so Camille's up. These guys are up. Alright. Got nothing else to do but to just pass my turns. Oh, that's handy. Yeah, he's not going to make it. However, I might actually be able to help out with that because the ship has a Plodia on it. Boom. There he goes. All right. Galley's better equipped for this. Casual 30 grand. God damn it. You can't use your skills after you've moved. Yep, that's it. Nothing I can do about it. I fucked up. There goes the nuke. I do it all over again. Actually, I don't think Barbados is... Yeah, you know what? Fuck it.
まだ続ける気かい？たとえ死ぬことになったとしても？何？
Let's get these. Actually, how far out can these two launch? There. Should be here then. attack that. Because then I can get Quatch around a little more.
やらせはせんよ。
Alright, now I cannot purge his armor on the ship. Not close enough for that. I don't think he's going to be hampered at all. However, shooting his guns underwater, not going to work out too hot, so... I'll park that there. Hina back out here. And who else do I want? Let's throw Zombie up here. And Found Sun. Gasp, shock. Found Sun got hit. And if you really think it's going to save you from Galley, you have something else coming to you. Galley murder droid on the way? Yes, very much so. That's the cooler looking
悪か
attack.
ったな。私が相手だなんて。
Rammed her fist into the bridge of the ship. They dead. They very dead. Salvage. Okay. Good question. I have no idea. Yeah, I mean, I'd ransom too. I mean, that's probably what actually ends up happening. You know what? Maybe she would. Maybe she wouldn't. Yeah, you're not gonna hit Mel. Sorry, Jared. It just doesn't work out that way.
貴様はライラを殺したな。何？
It's true, he did kill Lila. A name which will make absolutely no sense to anybody. I mean, what's to say we don't already have those things? Given the kinds of contracts Gungnir gets, Gungnir does not come cheap. Ransom is a side hustle. I mean, yes. dude. Doris is a hacker. I'll let you figure out the implications of that. No, the point is, if she really wanted that stuff, she'd find a creative way to get it. Yeah, she probably could. Given how many mobile suits we have at our disposal, could absolutely pull that off if she wanted to. Yeah, I'll pass on that. Oh, you poor sap. Evade. All right, buddy. Again, choices were made.
こいつそんなに死にたいのかよ。She don't care about these guys at all. Okay, I have to take him out. Now, we go to our event.
Now I just hope I don't fuck this one up like I did last time. Yes, Snitchies? Well, no promises, but I'll try not to.
Yeah, this is big brain time.
Alright, we've already seen this. I'm just going to try and skip through this as quickly as possible. Do 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 do. Do I have anyone available? Yes, I do. Alright, how badly do I not care about everything else that's here? I'm gonna say my level of not caring is pretty high. Because if I do this right, all these guys are gonna follow me back to where that other elevator is. And I can use them to leapfrog if I fuck up. Alright, now for these guys. You're just too far away to do anything. Okay. That sets me up for next turn. You know what? Yes, you can counter with a beam pistol. And again. %5 chance to hit my warship. You know, giant slab of metal you can't possibly miss. You still fucking miss. Pull ahead just a wee bit. So put you here. Yeah, it should be fine. Ray. Fuck that guy up. Hmm. Pretty sure I got everybody. And everyone down here is moved. Yep. Oh, that poor fucking Isaac. He's crawling along at whatever slow-ass pace he can on the ground there. Well, if I can destroy you, I will. Yeah, there goes Jared. The biggest weakness of any mobile suit Jared pilots is the fact that Jared's the pilot. Took too much damage that turn. I knew that was a bit of a gamble on my part, but that's, what can you do? Okay, now... right here. Oh, whatever. I need everyone up there anyways. They're moved. He's moved. Not as far up as I wanted him to go, but that's okay. Shit happens. Yes, yes we know. So let's get you up the elevator. Yeah, I'll put you up the elevator as well. As long as they fix the issues they've been having with it, then yeah, that's fucking good news. Yeah, I knew about the Ascendancy respec that was coming. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna have you sit here. Let's see. Should be all I need. Yes, perfect. Okay, now, let's see, we got guys coming in from behind here. That warship there, so that if I need to use the Encore ability, I actually can. I'm going to save this right here because if I get really good RNG next turn, we're in business. Evade. Same with you. Fuck. And this is where my RNG is going to come in. Am I going to evade? Nope. Game over. Oh shit, I should have loaded. Fuck. That's why I saved there. Let's see. Can I just load? No. I'll just load from the stage start. Yeah. I really wish you could just reload from the deployment phase, but I kind of get why they set it up that way, just because it's like, yeah, you know, you had the option to load before this, why would you want to load now? But, you know, if you goof it up like I did... Yeah, I could see it being an issue. There's my RNG that I was hoping for. I actually need you to go down. Yeah, no, this version, because it is PS4, I would have to go into the main PS menu and just force quit the game that way. So, not too dissimilar. That. They're there. And I do not care about anyone else that's actually currently out there, so... Ray just fucked that guy up. Alright, I think I've got everyone where I need them to be. evade. I need him to stay alive. Same for that guy. Alright, 3 turns. Okay, so they're not going to need him there. They're going to need you up here. And you guys can all park there, because I'll get you in there next turn. He's underwater. I shouldn't do anything to him, but who knows? Oh, yeah. You belong up here, derp. Yeah. Although, I do like the fact that water is useful in that regard if you don't have any energy weapons and you're fighting something that does. It's just a neat little touch. I'm gonna get you to evade. Come on, Sleepy, you can do better than that. You gasp. Other enemies are closing in. Get these 3 guys on there. I should then be able to encore Camille to get him on. And then that should be the end of the mission. I mean, I can still wait the turn if I want to. Let's see. Kill that dude. Yeah, here we go.
そろそろ俺もマジになるとするか。とどめだ。
Yeah, it looks like I may be getting a little bit of frame dropping happening on the stream. I'm not exactly sure why. I'll have to look into it. It might be because it's being this has to actually go through a capture card, then through VLC, then streamed from VLC through OBS. Whereas Cross Race didn't have that issue. That should be... Yep. There we go. Cross Race is actually a fairly demanding game, though, like if you look at the engine that they used on it. So it kind of makes sense that it may be a bit choppier on the Switch than Genesis is. Because Genesis is also a much older game engine. You know what the irony of that there is, Char? You were trying to destroy Jabro for so fucking long. And the feds did it for you. Hey, it's Hayato. Sadly, that mission turned out to be more of a slog than I was hoping it would, but we did it. We got through it. If only I didn't fuck up that first time around. I would say, I mean, yeah, you're right. Any mission involving Jabro is always a slog. Any mission involving having to go underground. Map transition missions are always a slog. Alright, so let's save. So I don't want to do that again. Alright, next up. Survivors, so that puts us... Colony? Oh yeah, yeah, I know what's happening here.
アムロ・レイ、最強のニュータイプとして称えられ、短期で戦況を変えたとまで言われる。だが戦後、ニュータイプの力を恐れた地球連邦軍は、彼を北米シャイアンの勤務とし、軍監視下の中、アムロ・レイは幽閉されたままの生活を送っていた。
よくも来られたものだ。フラウ小林、勝つも、お腹の赤ちゃんは大丈夫なのか ?6 ヶ月ってまだ大事にしなくちゃいけないんだろ？
もう安定期よ。何にも知らないんだから。あなたも結婚しなさい。そうすれば。
軍がさせてくれると思うかい？
まだセイラさんが好きなんでしょ？うじうじしてんだから。
シャイアンに来る若い連中の面倒見るだけで結構忙しくって。
アムロさんはなぜジャブロンに行かないんですか？
え？
父はジャブロンの動きを知ってカラバの一員として支援に向かったんです。それなのになぜあなたはここにいるんです？
ハヤトが？しかし僕はカラバという組織のことは知らない。
エウーゴのことも？
報道されている程度のことだ。
ならばカラバに参加するとか。アムロさん、
僕のように後方にいる者がいなければ君たちは逃げるところさえなかったんだよ。
逃げ込んだんじゃありませんよ。母を守るためについてきたんです。あなたはここの生活を手放したくないんでしょ？だから動けないんだ。
カツ、いい加減にしなさい。
母さんは黙っていてよ。
ここの生活は地獄だよ。
アムロさん、子供の僕にこうまで言われて平気なんですか？
No.
連邦政府の
You mean Flay from Gundam Seed.
あなたが思っているほど甘くはないのよ。
地球連邦軍が浮き足立っているからティターンズの言いなりになるんじゃないんですか？
僕は一年戦争で十分に戦った。
でも
Yeah, that's the other game.
ニュー
Unfortunately.
タイプは危険分子としてここに閉じ込められているんだぞ。
分かっていますよ。
なら僕が動けないのは分かるだろう。
母にとってアムロさんはヒーローだったんです。
カツ、
ヒーローならこの地下にモビルスーツが隠してあるとぐらい言ってください。
カツ、おやめなさい。
だって
ごめんなさいね。
いや、
私アムロともっと一緒にいたかったな。ごめんなさいね。生意気な子供ばかりで。
戦地から離れ、戦意を失ってしまった彼の心に再び勇気の火を灯したのは、かつての仲間たちとの再会であった。
Yeah, leave her at Jabro when Jabro gets fucking nuked. Yeah.
カラバとの合流を目指し、軍の監視から脱出を果たす。この決意の先、
Although I will say,
目指すカラバのアウド村では、
what happens to
思わぬ
Flay
再会が彼を
in
待ち受け
Gundam
ている
Seed
のだった。
is very well deserved. No. No. Nichis, how much of Gundam Seed did you actually watch?
悲観する者たち。
No, my point is, she isn't even enough to be a villainess. She is just... And she doesn't just mind rape Kira. She sleeps with him several times. And she also sleeps with Raul Lacruse. See, I liked Kira. He was actually not a bad character. Right up until he loses the Strike Gundam. Once he loses Strike Gundam, he becomes insufferable. I know a lot of people are going to hate this, but because Gundam Seed was basically a reboot of the original Gundam series, I actually thought, up until that point, he was not a bad stand-in for Amuro. And then he becomes basically Jesus, and then it's like, no, this show can go fuck itself. And then Gundam Seed Destiny is basically everyone gets a Gundam. So, Seed, if you ignore everybody but Kira in Gundam Seed, it's actually really good. But the first half of Gundam Seed is still the absolute best. I mean, Gundam Seed Destiny, I wouldn't call it Oprah, but it's where people forget how to lock things. Oh, you have a cockpit hatch, yeah? Do you know how to lock it? What's a lock? Honestly, I did like the Strike Gundam. The Strike was good. Freedom and the Justice were also pretty solid mobile suits. I actually have to say I like the Impulse more than the Strike. But only marginally. Good old Barbados. Actually, Galley, you should watch Iron-Blooded Orphans. I think you will both love it and hate it at the same time. But unlike most Gundam shows, I think it's one of the ones where you can just kind of go with the suspension of disbelief, and it doesn't really demand too much from you like a lot of the other ones do. Plus, it's the show that Barbados is from. Oh, hey, look, I have Nemo's. Right, yeah, so I have to just kill her. No, I'm pretty sure I don't have to keep the Nemos alive. I can't move that, that's okay. I think Burin doesn't move at first, so I think I can actually just wait here. Get Rosamia to close in. I think they just explained it as they just gave it really powerful engines. So it kind of overcomes its lack of aerodynamics with raw thrust. Okay, so...
まだこのようなところでやられるわけにはいかんのだ。
That was one thing about Zeta Gundam, like just watching the anime that was always kind of weird is, you know, where do they keep all their, the propellant for all the stuff that they've got? So, yeah, I'm on board. I'm with you on that one. Let's see. Let's do this.
この落ちろ落とせるのかいこの私を
That's why I kept my Nemo there. fine. Two, three, four. Put you here. Okay. Yes, there she goes. Oh, poor Rosamia. Another series that cared about that a lot was actually Sentinel Gundam. But I believe that was only ever in a manga. But well worth it. Some of the mobile suits, just the sheer number of fuel tanks that they had strapped onto themselves. I think I got my van. Yeah, I did.
その程度ではな。
捉えきれるか。
Look up some of the art for it, at the very least. The mecha design in it's really cool.
Amuro.
確かシャアと言ったな。俺は
アムロ。間違いない。アムロ。
シャアか。クワトロバジーナじゃないんだ。
I mean, given the they rely too much on the battery systems that are in use with the mobile suits. They don't really explain how to gain thrust. At least with the nuclear propulsion ones, it makes a bit more sense because they've got the nuclear reactor. Yeah, in 00, the GN particles make up for a lot of it, but all the other ones, they just use power transmitted from the solar arrays. Alright, have a good night, Gally. I'm actually going to be wrapping up pretty soon here, too, so... I mean, also, to be fair, in a lot of cases with the battery power in CE, because the straight Gundam and even the Duel, the Buster, the Blitz, and the Aegis have phase shift armor, that drains their batteries faster than any other mobile suit. So perhaps you could factor that into the whole thing, but the other side to that argument is also one that was brought up by Kakarot197 when he was talking about even the Wyndham, in that most other mobile suits just don't survive long enough to run out of battery. Yes. Her. Beltorchica. Hey Thera, thanks for popping in and letting me know. I knew about Eternal. I didn't know it went live recent. I knew it was coming, I just didn't know it was already live. I will check it out at some point. I'm concerned about the monetization. Ah, well, welcome aboard. I hope you've been enjoying the lurk at least. Yeah, so right now on Sundays I play Crossrays, Tuesdays I play Genesis, on Wednesdays I play Grim Dawn with a buddy of mine on stream, and on Fridays we play Monster Hunter Wilds. So if any of that interests you, you are more than welcome to hang out and chill. Also, if anyone here who hasn't already is enjoying the stream, please throw me a follow. Yeah, I'm live Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. I mean, Char is right. I know you would if you could, zombie. After I get all my guys deployed, I'm actually probably going to save and stop there because, unfortunately, I got to get my ass to the office tomorrow morning, which means I got to be up early. Yes, actually. Oh, wow. I forgot Cats holds him up at gunpoint. Ballsy kid.
エウーゴをコロニーに落として地球の人々を根絶やしにするつもりなんだ。絶対にシャトルを打ち上げさせるものか。
Alright. Group 1 and Group 2. I love the design of the Albion. I really do. It's such a good-looking ship. Can I destroy 12 or more enemy units within 4 turns? Fuck yes, I can. However, I am going to save here. Alright, so, and this is where we are going to call it for tonight, guys, because unfortunately, as I had mentioned earlier, I gotta get my ass to the office tomorrow morning. Gotta be up at the crack of stupid. The joys of having a day job, what can I say? Thank you all for coming out tonight, by the way. It's always a good time seeing everybody here. And as much as I know sometimes strategy games can be a little bit boring to watch, I love Gundam, and I love sharing it with all of you, so I'm glad you're all here. So I am going to see who we can raid tonight. I know who I want to raid, but I don't think no, they've already signed off for the night. Fuck. Alright, I see Mincy is on. Tina's on. I see Cyrene. You know what? I haven't raided Mincy in fucking forever. Yeah, you know what? Let's go pay Mincy a visit. You like the lore in the app? Well, I mean, actually, Zombie, to that point, the lore, I'm actually working on a story about that. So, I've got some writing that I'm in the process of doing that I will be uploading to the Discord server at some point. And if everyone likes it well enough, I don't know, maybe might turn it into like an audio story or something, I don't know. We'll find out. we'll see how people like it. So, all right. Now let's find. Oh shit! Someone else is playing Genesis. No, not an English channel, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would absolutely raid them. However, let us go pay a visit to Mincy Moon. She's actually pretty awesome. Massive gremlin energy if you're into gremlins. And she's a giggle monster. So, we are going to go say hi to Mincy's. So, I will catch all of you tomorrow night. You'll have a good night. Thank you again for coming out, and I will talk to all of you later.